Now at 7, new clues in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Investigators find a black glove near the 84-year-old Tucson home.
Plus, remembering a beloved actor, James Van Der Beek, dies at 48 years old after a battle with cancer. How his career, his life, and his legacy are being honored. And community members sounding the alarm tonight in one LA neighborhood. Work to install sirens to warn residents of federal immigration agents. Now on the news at 7. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman. And I'm Sandra Mitchell. Cher has the night off. FBI investigators have found a suspicious black glove in the search for Nancy Guthrie, far from her Tucson home. So is it linked to the crime scene?
And reporting tonight, they received a new ransom note, not kidnapper, but from someone who claims to know the identity of the kidnapper. Mary Beth McDade in the newsroom with the latest details in a fast-moving investigation. Mary Beth.
Yeah, Mike and Sandra, just so many new developments tonight for Nancy Guthrie. Black glove that you were mentioning, about a mile and a half from Nancy's home. Also, a new ransom note and an expansive search along the Tucson roadways, as well as right outside Nancy's home. So back at her daughter Annie's home.
The FBI is seen scouring the area around the Tucson home of Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy. Just down the road from her, searchers recently found a black glove. One man caught on Nancy's Nest camera on the night she vanished. Still unknown is the identity of the suspected kidnapper. However, TMZ is reporting that the FBI is actively trying to determine where the items he's wearing, such as backpack, gloves, and gun, were purchased. And they've received a new note demanding one Bitcoin valued at $66,000 in exchange for the identity of Guthrie's kidnapper.
We got kind of a bizarre letter, an email from somebody who says they know who the kidnapper is, that they have tried Savannah's sister Annie and brother to no avail.
TMZ says they got the letter around 5 this morning and have turned it over to the FBI, confirming there's a legitimate Bitcoin address sent by this note's author.
As they put it, time is more than relevant.
There was a name on this email, and I don't know if it's legitimate and that they claim to be.
Meantime, Carlos Palazuelos, that pulled over and detained about an hour south of Tucson in Rio Rico last night, told his home and car were searched for several hours and then released.
Terrifying. Something I didn't do for something I was being like, I felt like I was being kidnapped, bro, because they didn't tell me anything at the beginning. Until right now, all I know is that they show my in-law a picture of somebody or something, and they supposedly.
The search warrant related to Carlos's detainment to the investigation and disappearance. According to the clerk, and told he has a copy but has declined to share it.
How do you think they connect that case to you?
Oh boy, bro.
Well, the Piedmont County Sheriff's Department released a statement thanking the public for the nearly 8,000 in just the last 24 hours. We're reporting live here in the newsroom. Dade, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Mary Beth, thank you. Stay with KTLA for live continuing coverage on the search for Nancy Guthrie. Have a up in the news and 11, and of course, anytime, just KTLA.com. Download our KTLA 5 app.
We go out there and we give it everything. I see.
Hollywood is mourning the loss of Dawson's Creek star James Van Der Beek. The 48-year-old father of 6 died this morning after a correctional with colorectal cancer.
And now his family says that they are facing a really uncertain financial future after years of costly medical care. KTLA's Chris Wolf has a look back at Van Der Beek's impact on Hollywood.
Hollywood continues. Melissa Joan Hart. I'm heartbroken. Gone way too soon, but it seems like he put up one hell of a fight. He burst on pop cultural scene 30 years ago, a teenager in New England on the WB's hit drama Dawson's Creek. Now, at age 48, beloved and versatile actor James Van Der Beek lost his struggle with cancer. The Connecticut native, husband and father of 6 children, passed away Wednesday morning, February 11th, 2026, in Austin, Texas. Wife Kimberly posted on social media, "Our beloved James David Van Der Beek passed peacefully this morning. He met his final days with courage, faith, and grace. There is much to share regarding his wishes, love for humanity, and the sacredness of time. Those days will come." Van Der Beek revealed in 2024 that he was battling stage 3 colorectal cancer and sat for an emotional interview with Robin Roberts of ABC's Good Morning America.
Once I hear those words, you have cancer.
Yeah.
What went through your mind when you first heard those words?
I was honestly in shock. I was doing what I thought I needed to do, but getting the colonoscopy, which obviously I did need to do. I was in amazing cardiovascular shape. I was eating what I thought was healthy. Oh,
you
man.
had your wife, Kim. You said that she has been your wife. She helped.
She's been amazing. She taught me what unconditional love is.
As the disease ravaged his body, he continued to make public appearances, though not in person. During happier and healthier times, he frequently appeared on KTLA 5 News.
Oh, that was a blast, man. This bizarre. I was a character that had zero shame.
Added blow to news of Van Der Beek's death is the revelation in a GoFundMe campaign that his family is struggling financially following significant health care expenses. The organizer writes, in the wake of this loss, Kimberly and the children are facing an uncertain future. You can find that link on our website, ktla.com. In Hollywood, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
Now to a live look outside. The first storm, the one that hit last night, has passed after much of the Southland was hit by those downpours of really strong winds, too.
And another storm is heading our coming days. Here with a look at your weather, Vera.
Thank you, Mike and Sandy. Yes, we are going to enjoy the next couple of days because they are going to be dry. That is going to be welcome relief from the rain because we are going to get much more in the days. This is what we had for the one-day total. La Cañada, Flint Ridge, just over 1.25 inches. Ventura, 1.2, and in Fullerton, almost an inch, and at the DeVore Fire Station, just over 1 inch. So we are seeing 2 waves of rain. This is a series of rains, and the first round is going to arrive Sunday, Monday. It is going to be strong rain, and the winds are also going to be gusty. The snow levels are going to be at about 6,000 feet, and we are expecting some accumulations. The second round, by the way, will arrive Tuesday, Thursday. The rain, again, is going to be heavy. It is going to be on and off for multiple days, and with that, we're also going to see snow above 6,000 feet. We are expecting feet of accumulation, not inches. And at about 3,000 to 4,000 feet, we are going to see some inches there as well. Please keep in mind that 3,000 to 4,000 feet is going to be right around the grapevine. So do expect hazardous conditions if you are going to be traveling through that I-5 corridor. We'll take a look at the rest of those details and numbers in a moment. We'll send it back to you guys for now.
You got it. Thank you, Vera. The 99 Ranch Market in Westwood has reopened now almost a week after that crash that killed 3 people. A memorial can be seen outside the store. This is Westwood Boulevard. Authorities say a 92-year-old woman struck a bicyclist about a block away before continuing into the market. That was on Thursday. 3 people inside the store who were killed at the scene have now been identified as 52-year-old Leonel Mateo, 42-year-old Darius Reno, and 28-year-old Z Dow.
I know this man, this woman, every day they meet smiles. This man is very kind.
It was the saddest moment for us because we know him for a long time and was a very good person, very good guy, always laughing, working hard with 2 sons.
The bicyclist who was hit did survive the crash. The driver is cooperating with investigators looking into whether a medical mechanical issue might have a role in that accident.
Ashley Buzzard, the Santa Barbara County mother accused of murdering her 9-year-old daughter Melody, was unable to appear in court this morning due to illness. During today's hearing, the judge granted the defense motion to have spectators remain silent following outbursts at a hearing. Ashley has pleaded not guilty to first-degree. Melody was reported missing in October. Her body found in a remote area in Utah in December. The judge is expected to set a preliminary hearing date at the next court hearing.
Micah Sykes, the man accused of killing his father, opera singer Jubilant, has been ordered to high bars with bail pending arraignment. A judge postponed today's scheduled arraignment April 6th. The 31-year-old is charged with murder. His father was found stabbed to death inside his Santa house back in December. A motive for the killing remains clear.
The man who used a chainsaw to cut down 13 trees in the downtown LA area last year has been sentenced to 2 years behind bars. The 45-year-old defendant pleaded no contest to 11 counts of vandalism. Authorities say he caused nearly $350,000 in damage. It is not clear what his motive was for that rampage.
And State Attorney General Rob Bonta suing the Trump administration to protect more than $600 million care funding. Bonta joining the attorney generals in Colorado and Minnesota in filing lawsuits that the government is illegally cutting off CDC grants used for the testing and treatment of deadly illnesses. On Monday, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services accused Congress of its intention to terminate the grants exclusively in the 4 Democratic-led states.
Instagram CEO pushing back claims that social media is addictive during testimony in a Los Angeles trial. On the stand, Adam asserts a difference between clinical addiction and problematic use, adding that social media addiction is not an official diagnosis. He is the first executive via a series of lawsuits filed by families accusing other platforms of knowingly designing that harm young users' mental health.
Residents of a Highland Park community now coming together to create a system that would protect their neighbors from federal immigration raid. The group is working to install warning sirens that would alert the community about federal agents in the area.
KTLA's Alina Abovian has more on the effort from Highland Park.
Good evening. Well, the sirens aren't up here yet. That is the plan to have them installed by the end of the month. A grassroots effort by residents and community activists is working to install